everybody, this is Simone, aka Cuvée S on Twitter, and I just want to let you know this is, according to my phone, day 8 of me being on the HCG diet. I didn't get one for day 7, and I do apologize for that. Unfortunately, my insomnia kind of cured itself yesterday. I went to bed and basically crashed completely for close to 10 hours, 10, 11 hours, and I woke up in time to, make my lunch and get myself going to my job, which is a third shift job from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So I got some really great sleep. Now, one of the things that happened the day before, just before I was getting off of work, a former coworker of mine, who's also on my Facebook, so hi. She had stopped in, and she, stopped and said, "Hey, Simone, I saw on Facebook that you are thinking about going on the HCG diet, and let me tell you something. It's not a good idea because I've been on this diet, and I was so hungry the whole time I was on this diet. I mean, they give you little portions, just little portions, and I was so hungry." And it's like, "Well, did they check your dosage of the HCG? Was that it?" And she's like, "No. Even the counselor thought, I was doing something, I don't know, but I did lose weight before my vacation, but I was just so hungry, and when you get so used to eating good, to going down to these little portions, I just think I had to tell you this isn't a good diet." So I started thinking in regards to her experience with the HCG, and I have to say, in the time that I've been on this particular diet, the first 2 loading days, of course, were, I actually got feeling sick from all the food that I was eating, and I actually didn't end up eating most of the food that I had purchased for those first 2 loading days because I was bound and determined I was going to eat all my favorite foods, and I ended up, I had some of the food left. My poor daughter had to eat the rest of my cherry vanilla ice cream, and I told her I had, I wanted her to eat the rest of the apple pie. She said she doesn't know what happened to the apple pie. I know she didn't eat it, but the apple pie disappeared from the refrigerator, and it's funny because if I wasn't on the diet and apple pie was there, I know she would have eaten up my apple pie and would have said, "Oh, but I thought it was for everybody." But anybody who has children knows that will happen from time to time. So what I want to do before I continue on to my discussion about being so hungry on the HCG diet is I would like to share something with you, show it to you. So I'm just going to stop here and let you see something. looked good, didn't it? That's what I have to work with 5 days a week for 8 to 9 hours a day. And that's on third shift, where I'm the only employee there at that time. So I have to hold myself accountable for eating the snacks. Now, to go back to what my friend had said to me about, failing on the HCG diet, it made me start thinking in regards to how your mindset has to go into your dieting. And this is for any diet, not just HCG, any diet, especially when you're trying to make a lifestyle change of eating healthier, eating better, eating to lose weight. One of the things I think that has helped me in regards to this HCG diet is that unintentionally I have prepared myself for the past year for this kind of diet. And I have been working out. I have been trying to watch my portions, trying to eat healthier, trying to do all the right things to can help myself lose weight. And honestly, I did lose approximately 28 pounds from my first year attempt of really seriously doing exercising and eating right. The reason I went on the HCG diet is because with all the things that I've done, nothing has worked in a way that it's really gotten the weight off, and I've been able to keep it off. I think I'm more prepared for maintaining any weight loss that I get from out of this, and the reasons are because for the past couple of months, for the past 11 months, I had been watching my portions, like even going when, times were tight and I just had no choice but to go to McDonald's or Wendy's. I always ordered, or I tried to always make sure that I order the kids meal, and I ordered it with the, you have the different options with the kids meal, which I wish they gave majority of time for adult meals too, but I would order the apple juice, and I would order the apple slices to go along with, the sandwich or nuggets that I had ordered. I tried making sure when I go to restaurants or I'm at home that I tried, like sometimes I would use a smaller plate to make sure that I had smaller portions. Just trying to keep myself better under control. And with the statement that my friend made of, going from eating really good to small miniature portions, I've already had started doing that, of lowering my portions. So my advice to anybody who's going on HCG diet, look at what you're currently doing now. Look and see how much you're eating. Are you eating really good? Because if you're eating really good, you may be eating too much and you're not going to be prepared for the really small portions. And I mean, for myself, I was eating anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 calories a day. And I was trying to make sure I was eating the healthy choices in foods. And that was hard. Anybody who's, tried to eat fresh fruits, veggies, trying to get organic meats and trying to reach even just 1,500 calorie diet and working out anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour a day, it is sometimes hard to reach that calories calories, because it's sometimes just you feel overwhelmed by how much food you are eating. For myself, I can honestly say in phase 2, which is, I've only been on phase 2 for, according to my phone, 6 days now in phase 2, I find that I'm not hungry as much. True, like a day or two ago, I really was hungry, and that was only because I basically set my time of being on third shift as between 12 and 12:30 of eating my lunch. And because the store really got busy, I didn't get to have my lunch till like an hour and a half later, and I was starving, or not starving, but I was really hungry at that point. And that kind of set things off for the rest of my day, evening, that I just felt hungry. But getting back on track, like today, I was working in the store, yada 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 yada. I had my first snack on time. I had my lunch on time. But when it came to my second snack, I was like working around and everything, and I went behind the counter, glanced down at my bag, and I saw I still had my apple there. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not really hungry. So that's my advice to anybody thinking of going to HCG. Start controlling your portions before you go on it. And I'm not saying go dramatically down to a 1,500 calorie diet. Try going down to a 1,500 calorie diet, then a 1,200 calorie diet, and then, maybe lower it a little bit each week until you feel comfortable of, maybe like getting down to 1,000 calories and then feeling comfortable of, yes, I can do this on a 500 calorie a day diet, and you will. And it's only for a short time, and then you're building yourself back up to a 12, 15, 1,800 calorie diet to maintain the weight that you wish to get to. So that's my 2 cents on that. So just so you know, this is day 8 for me on the HCG very low calorie diet, and I have reached a 10-pound release. Yesterday evening when I woke up, I had lost an additional 1.2 pounds. So my total round now is 10. So keep the faith, keep what works for you, and just keep yourself happy.